Pisces, and welcome to your full moon reading and your mid-October 2021 reading all in one. I'm really excited to look at your energy today for the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Pisces collective. This is a general reading and will not resonate with everyone, so remember the energies can be reversed and assign the rules as you please. If you hear a lot of banging upstairs, my kids are up now. I tried to do all the videos as quick as I could before the kids got up, but now they're up and you are the last video I'm doing, so I apologize in advance if you hear crazy stuff. If this reading does not resonate with you, just stick around because there may be something in the reading that you need to hear. These messages are timeless. If you're brought to this channel this reading, there's something in it that you may need. During this reading and all of my readings, the angels are bringing the Holy Fire Reiki energy to you. If you're wanting to look at the 1010 portal that we're all in right now and that we all just went through on October 10th, it is on the screen right above me at the top of the screen. And I always have suggested videos at the end, like at the end of this video, I'm going to have your October video. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check that out as well. And your playlist is there. I am doing personal readings, so check out the link in the description box down below for my website. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Let's go. What we're doing today for the 15th on until the end of the month is we're still in Mercury retrograde. That will go stationed on the 18th, and then the closer we get to November, the energy will lighten up and lighten up. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to specifically look at the Justice card. And this is actually the card of Libra because Mercury retrograde is in Libra. So I want to see the energy that's happening around this retrograde until the end. Some of you guys already know what's happening because you're in the middle of it. And you've seen things resurface and you have re-examined things. This time period that you may be re-experiencing will be between the years of 1994 and 1999, and also 2005 and 2008. Those are going to be the things that may be resurfacing for you. So if you see something in your life right now, go back in time and start to see, was there other things that were happening similarly in those time periods that are happening right now, and what did you do in those instances, and what can you do differently? Because time is not linear, it's multidimensional, so we're living in multi time periods at the same time. We have different timelines happening at the same time. So while you're healing your adult self, you're actually healing the aspects of your child as well. So that's why we go back into our childhood and re-examine the things. And I get people all the time who say, what is my soul purpose? Everybody's soul purpose here is to learn love. Everybody's soul purpose here is to learn self-worth. Now, God gave you gifts that you can utilize in order to help you learn more about yourself and how to love yourself. But those gifts aren't necessarily your soul purpose. They're gifts. They're things that you, in your soul contract, decided that you wanted to bring those into this life experience for you. So sometimes people get caught up, and I did that too. For the longest time, I was like, oh, I sing well, so my soul purpose must have something to do with singing. And so, no, I think that just was a way of connecting back into the divine. There's a reason why I like to sing, is because I always thought that it was because when I got on stage, it felt like I was a different person, and I was able to express myself and share feelings with people without it actually being me. Like I could be within the character that I was portraying in like musical theater or something like that. I could be the character and really live in that experience and help. And I was thinking I was able to heal myself in that way. But if I did that, I wouldn't be here helping you with your life experience. So my sole purpose was to heal myself so that I would be able to access these gifts to where I could help you on your journey. So it's very interesting how we sometimes get stuck in the fact that we think that our gifts are where we're supposed to be living. I think the gifts are where we're supposed to be healing and learning who we are and loving ourselves, and then that will open up the doors maybe for something different. This card is the card of Libra. We're going to take a look at that. It is about balance and perception and objectivity. You could have been looking at through this whole retrograde, so I want you to be introspective for a moment and think about during this retrograde, what was it that you were looking at? Was it for the home? Did you have legal issues coming up for you about your property that needed to be resolved? Were there contracts that needed to be signed? Were there ways that you were making progress in your home? Let's look at relationships. Because there's a lot of people in the world. We're all going to experience it differently. So let's talk about relationships. What does Libra do for relationships? Libra balances out the practical issues that are important, focusing in on the emotional aspects, like are your emotional needs being met in your relationships? It's about finding the right balance between work and relationship as well. So some of you guys are not balanced in either one of those. Some of you guys are focusing too much on relationships and disregarding your work. Some of you guys are focusing too much on work and putting your relationship on the back burner. You may be getting tested at work. You may be having different job interviews or negotiations, and those things can be really successful during the Libra time period. So if you're switching a job, hopefully it was one that you were already looking at, or you were already looking at this move before the retrograde came in. But if you haven't had those yet, then you might get them till the end of the month, because we are in the Libra time period. During this time, you may have been more frugal with your money during this financial period. But money matters will improve as we get closer to the November period. So you may have seen in Congress how they're going back and forth about the debt ceiling. You know, are we going to be getting a stimulus? Yes, no. What things are we going to be doing? It's just like this back and forth ping pong ball that they're throwing. And what we're going to see is that it's going to start to balance out as we get out of the retrograde and go closer to November. So during this time, you may have felt like balance at work and your relationship and your money issues have spiraled out of control. And now it's time to recognize the dishonesty, you know, the things that are being treated unfairly. Maybe you've gotten bad advice from people or trusted people that you shouldn't have trusted. It's time to speak your truth and find your voice and stay strong in your values. So the Justice, she is all about right values and rewarding fairness. She's very logical in the way that she influences things during this time period. It is a card of empowerment and advising you to take the left brain approach to take control. Listen to the advice from people around you that you do respect, because she could be putting different people, this energy could be putting different people in your life to help you get through the injustices of the unfairness that were not happening, so that you could take a look at the things to help you be more stable in your life. Let's go ahead and look in your energy for this Justice card. Let's see what is going on, Pisces. We are in Aries full moon energy today. And I'm going to look at that as well after this Justice card. Oh, I want to thank all the people that have already subscribed and supported me to 2,000. If you're new here, and I want to thank you for coming and checking out my channel. I want to thank the people who've donated, clicked on the links in my description box, got personal readings from me, watched the ads at the end of my videos, and watched the videos multiple times. I'm going for a goal of 3,000 subscribers. If you're not yet subscribed and you'd like to support this channel, then please take a second to do so now. And if you think you're already subscribed, please check to make sure that you are, because YouTube takes off subscribers. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the overall energy is the 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, they're showing me 2 more cards. We have this card, and I'll talk about it in a second. All right, we got a lot of energy here. I'm hearing divine masculine, divine feminine stuff for you, as well as I heard for Scorpio today too. So let's take a look at this. First of all, the overall energy for what Libra was bringing up for you, and hopefully you got your lessons and hopefully you learned what you needed to learn, was the 8 of Pentacles. So it had something to do with your career or your work. 8 of Pentacles is going to be like something you were apprenticeship at, or something that you were doing a lot of repetitive tasks with. Maybe you're developing a skill. Maybe your perfectionism was coming out. Something like that. And it has to do with this new beginning, this Ace of Wands, which, yeah, there it is again. Career, enterprise, travel, those types of things, work issues, things coming up for you. And it's about how you express yourself. The other side of that is that you had a lot of people. Maybe there's a lot of people on your team. Maybe there's a lot of people that were involved in this situation. Or maybe you went to a lot of people to talk to them about the situation because you just weren't understanding fully what was going on. There could have been competition and conflict and maybe even some disagreements. Maybe you were trying to avoid conflict at this time. Maybe you were trying to respect everybody's differences. Something like that. But there was an Ace of Pentacles if it's a new beginning. After this all happened, that maybe you got some happiness out of it. Maybe you started to see things in a new perspective. You have two new beginnings there. And this one is about, so Wands is about fiery energy. This is earth energy. This is about communication and the way you were communicating, and this is about money. So maybe it brought in new money for you. That's possible. New financial opportunity. Maybe it was around this new financial opportunity, or maybe it was around the abundance that you were bringing in. So the present situation was the Emperor card, and that's interesting because we're in the full moon of Aries right now today. That's why I'm trying to rush all these videos and get these out. The full moon of Aries is that Aries energy. We're in that Aries energy. Now, let's talk about the energy of the Emperor. We're going to talk about it in full detail in just a minute because we're going to go into the full energy of the Emperor, but let me just give you something quick about it. It is about the people that you feel like are authority figures over you, or they have some sort of domination over you, or they have some control over you. Maybe somebody was giving you lack of respect. Maybe they were disrespecting you. The thing that needs to be weighed up is your self-esteem, is taking care of yourself, taking care of your finances, are you being really wise about this situation? Are you being caring in all directions? Are you caring to yourself? This is generally a card about yourself, self-something, self-care, self-compassion. And she's responsible. Like, are you being responsible with your emotions, with your energy? Are you looking at this in a more responsible way? She's very practical though, and she provides great financial stability, and she's financially independent and self-care and all of those wonderful things. She's good at conflict as well, so that is good. The outcome or the action that needed to be taken was this Queen of Wands, is to stand up for yourself, is to support yourself, to stay social, to stay self-aware, to make good choices, to express yourself, to step into your power. That is what the outcome is. The outcome was those things, not to retreat, not to lay down and be like, oh, I'm not supposed to shine, someone else is supposed to shine. That is not the way that you are to do it. Not in this karmic lesson, not in this thing that Mercury retrograde is supposed to bring up for you. The Queen of Wands, she's somebody who has courage. She's determined. Whatever this experience was, it's supposed to be bringing the happiness to you, an emotional lottery of some sort. And the outcome is that you moved on in a different way than you ever have before through this retrograde. And the lesson was for you to not respond in the ways that you always did in the past, and to respond in a new way, a different way. And when you did, if you did, then you would have gotten the response that you were looking for. If you haven't, then this is a great time for you to practice a new thing, because a lot of Pisces, actually the ones who went forward and did it in a different way. So for me, instance, I'm Pisces, and giving you my experience, I had this experience where this person wanted me, I felt like this person wanted me to dim my light and wanted me not to shine, and they wanted to push me down. Now, did they really, or was that past experiences that I've lived? And I'm not really sure, but I responded in a completely different way, where normally I would retreat and I would hide and be like, oh, yeah, let other people shine, that type of stuff. I didn't do that this time. This time I just continued to do the hard work that I normally do and continued to put my head down and just didn't attach to it. I did talk to other people about it, but I did not attach to it. I was just like, what do I need to do? And then I eventually got a gift and reward after that. Like, it all turned out completely different than I originally thought. I realized that person was doing to everyone. I realized that person actually gave me a phone call and said, hey, I really appreciate you. And they respected me and all of these things. And I was like, wow, that is not how I expected that was going to turn out. So something like that may have happened for you. Let's move into the full moon energy and find out what's going on with this Aries energy. Okay, so the next card that we're going to talk about is the Emperor. And the reason why is because there's a full moon in Aries on the 20th. We just got out of a new moon in Libra. And then we had the 1010 portal, which was super crazy. And now we're moving into the energy of Aries moon. The Emperor, he is about control, security, order, and ambition. When it comes to your home, the things that you might be noticing is, are things running smoothly? Are things in order? And do you have the right boundaries and protection? So this is an interesting thing. You can use black salt to go around your house, and that will protect your house from negative energy. That is just a spiritual thing that you can do if you want to. And it's about setting boundaries within your home, outside your home. Maybe you have people who come and they just come without being announced. I don't like that, actually. It's not one of my things. If you're coming to my house, you got to text me and let me know that you're coming. You can't just like stop by. I'm not into that. But in a relationship, you might have a new partner. You might be focusing on a new partner. It might be about planning for the future, or loyalty in love. Like, is your partner loyal, or are they cheater? You know, do they cheat on your money? Do they cheat on your love? Do they cheat? What kind of person are you with? In career and money, it could be about like how your finances are organized, how you balance your expenditures, the things that you might feel are unfair, or do you have fairness at work? And then, are you being stifled in your creativity when it comes to work? Like, are you able to express yourself? The more negative aspect of the Emperor is very power hungry. He's very excessive with his demands. He has a lot of negative traits associated with the traditional masculinity, such as being domineering, controlling, and even cruel at times. And another aspect of the Emperor is greed. The Emperor is really good at setting boundaries, but when we're in a negative energy of the Emperor, we might have problems with drawing the line with people, or maybe we use excessive force and persuasion to get what, you know, somebody's using that either for you or you're using it to other people to get exactly what you want. So it could be very manipulative as well. The other issue with the Emperor card and this energy is that people might have problems with authority figures. So, gosh, I hope not, but there could be some problems with, like, we might be seeing things surfacing where people are not respecting the law, or respecting, like, the cops. If the cop pulls them over, you might see a lot of those types of things coming up. But the Emperor can be a very, very domineering person, very egotistical, and narcissistic. Now, if you look at the card of the Emperor, like we're looking at the card of the Justice, he's wearing a red cloak, which is about armor, having your armor on. So the Emperor is not as vulnerable. He's not a vulnerable person. He doesn't like to show his vulnerabilities. But he is very good at taking action. That's why it's the card of Aries, because Aries takes action. Aries is the ram. So Mars is the ruler of this planet, and that's why. The red cloak also represents taking action and being in the material world. So this person doesn't like to stay too much in the 5D. They like to stay in the 3D and muscle and grit their way through life. The crown that sits on the Emperor's head is about the higher self and shows how the Emperor is very autonomous and self-directed. All right, the overall energy for the full moon stuff that's being illuminated for us right now is this Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Sun. Oh, and the Aries energy, which feels very Gemini to me, but it doesn't have to be a Gemini, but it does. Feels very airy, air energy. Could be Aquarius, Aries energy, or Libra. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, something of your choosing. Ooh, you get to make a choice. You get to make a decision. You get to look at everything and say, what do I want? So this is you searching for purpose, looking for your innocence, moving towards choices, looking at the illusions, things that you felt like you didn't know all the information to. Well, you're about to see it. So you have the Knight of Swords coupled with that, which means a sudden unexpected truth. This full moon is going to illuminate some amazing stuff for you. You're going to feel very determined and driven, or somebody's coming towards you very determined and driven with a strong sense of self. They have air energy because that would be sword, or they can have some air energy. Doesn't mean that they are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but they could be. We have also coupled with Leo, so they could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with some Leo aspects. That could be as well. Moving into your direction, coming towards you. Fast, very happy, wanting to talk. That's the word I'm hearing. All right, so we have this King of Swords, which means, there you go again, a very logical person. They make good judgments, super powerful, they take charge, they're ambitious, they are coming in your direction. Very good. All right, let's take a look at the rest of this. The present situation, you're getting your manifestation. Present situation for you is, it's going to look like magic to you. You're not even going to believe it. It's going to be like, this is unimaginable. Your life, if you were to write your life down, people would just say your life is just full of magic. There's inspired action all over this. Somebody is inspired to come to you, to talk to you. Beautiful. All right, so your past issue is the Knight of Cups. So somebody, this is turning into a love reading. If you don't want love, I'm sorry. That's what this is. This is a love reading for sure. I'm sorry. This is the Knight of Cups. It's a proposal. It's romance. So somebody tried to romance you in the past, or somebody tried to give you their love in the past. This is a friendship. This is an old love. This is something that somebody tried to follow their heart and come towards you. And I don't know what happened, but something happened. I need to know what happened. Maybe they looked really fickle to you, or maybe it just felt like fantasy in your mind, like there's no way this person could really like me. You know, like I had a person in my past or a couple of people, like I had a lot of low self-worth, so I just never really believed that people really liked me or loved me. And I had guys that were like, oh my gosh, you know, I could totally marry you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because I just had too much abuse to really ever hear that somebody would ever want to really be with me. It was really interesting. I always thought people were using me. I mean, even when I got married, I thought my husband was using me for, like, I don't know, my intelligence or something. I don't know. Okay, let's find out more about this. So it was a slow moving thing. It was very slow moving, but it was really consistent. Somebody saw you as an amazing part of their life. There was some heartache and pain around it, whatever it was. Somebody may have passed, caused the problem. Oh my gosh, you're just giving me this whole story. There's just so much. Somebody saw you as an equal give and take partner. They saw you as someone who works really hard for everything that they want, or they still see you this way. They want a reunion with you. They have transformed for you. Oh my gosh, this whole thing. They see you as everything. You're everything to this person. You are everything. Like, you are raining down pentacles. They just have never met anyone like you ever before in their lives. And now they want to come and tell you. They want to come and tell it to you. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's see where we are. Your hopes and fears, you want this inner child relationship. You do want this. I think you know who it is. And I think I know who it is. I think you know who it is. And you want it. You want that feeling again. You miss this person. They miss you. And you want this reconciliation. But we're going to dive into this reading because this is gorgeous and I'm glad you were last. Okay, what is the outcome? The outcome is reconciliation, making amends of past resentment, past conflict, past disagreements. You're both going to win at all costs. This time you are not going to let anything separate you. You will win at all costs. This relationship's going to win. Wow. And this is going to be illuminated with the full moon tonight. Now, will you get it tonight? The energy's here doesn't mean Everybody has free will. This person has questionable free will. We've seen it for the longest time. I see it in everybody else's readings as well that I watch for my own stuff, my own soul growth. But I really feel like there's more determination now than there ever has been. You got to give this relationship a chance. I feel like you do what you want to anyway. Like you've already made that decision that when they come, that you're going to give this relationship a chance. But you have to love yourself first, and so do they. Both people in this relationship need to be loving themselves first. And I know that you're going to allow them to love themselves, and they're going to allow you to love themselves. But are you guys going to love yourselves? That's the question. You're going to be very flirty with this person. Both of you guys need to let go of control issues or the issues that other people have controlled you with. And this could be the one. This is your person. It's very playful, very flirty, very exciting energy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because this, oh my gosh, I got chills all over my body. I got chills where I shouldn't really have chills right this moment. Like it's not cool being on video getting chills in those places. Just kidding. All right, I got to figure out what this person thinks about you. Like, what do they really think about you? I don't even know which cards. It's exciting. This is wonderful. Oh my gosh, this is great. Like, do I pull the karmic cards? I'm trying to figure out what I need to do here. You feel like a warm home to me. That's what I'm saying. This inner child wants to come out and play. She wants to come out and play in this relationship. No one lights me up, inspires me like you do. Oh my gosh. Your words keep ringing in my head. They just hear you speaking over and over and over again. My whole body burns at the thought of you. Holy jeez. You were the answer to my whole life. My whole life. This person ran from you. How can I ever pay you back? I miss you more than you know. I mean, oh my gosh. This is beautiful. What's this theme? What is the theme? I've got to know other things. This is just so beautiful. I feel like a love story. You know what I mean? Like The Notebook or something, or like Great Expectations or some kind of love story like that, where there's just been this long love forever that neither one of you guys ever talked about, and now you're going to actually be able to share this love with each other. It's the whole reason why we live. There's a lot of regret, but they have a sense of purpose. There was blame in the situation, but they have a sense of peace. Have courage through this relationship. They are grateful for you. Wow. That's gorgeous. All of that. You've been very patient with this person. And they're grateful for that because they regret how they treated you. They have a sense of purpose now. They're sorry that they blamed you, but they've come to a sense of peace in the situation and they're ready to move forward with you. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I just want to pull cards all day long in this energy. Like I tell you, I got tingling and stuff every places that I shouldn't be tingling right this moment. This is exciting. Oh my gosh. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into the light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities into your life. Wow. Oh my. Friendship. Nurture bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. This is going to be a long-term friend. They were a friend in the past. As you guys have a new beginning, a new adventure awaits for you guys. Embrace it, reflect upon it, dream about it. There's lots of passion in this relationship. Whatever you've been waiting for, you have the energy for it. I hope that they do come forward because you guys need to leave comments about the passionate times that you guys had with each other because that is awesome. Wow, Pisces, if you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. On the screen is your October reading and also your playlist. And I'm going to get this out as soon as I can. You guys have a great day. Bye.